Hi guys, I would like to share with you what self-love will do in relationship and somebody who hasn't got self-love, what it will do in relationship. Let me read a couple of pieces from internet and that maybe will set the foundation for our short conversation today. So, self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self love means not settling for less than you deserve. Self love can mean something different for each person because we all have many different ways to take care of ourselves. And another piece, people who love themselves are authentic, they know who they are, who they really are, and they stay true to themselves. They get honest about what they want and don't want. They are not afraid to say no to something they don't want to do. They don't stay stuck in situations that they don't want to be in. And the last one, where is the last one? Right here. Falling in love with yourself does not make you arrogant, vain, or narcissistic, like some people might think. It means you have a deep self respect. But more than that, you own your perceived flags and possess self confidence tempered with humility. You live with the certainty that you wouldn't change places with anyone even if you could. Right, so self love, what it will do in relationship. Do you know that the, the majority of relationship falling apart because of that? People don't love themselves. And everything boils down to value system for yourself. As we read here that you will not sacrifice your life at the stake, losing your going crackers mentally. So you love yourself, therefore you know exactly what you tolerate in your life and what you won't tolerate, what you will do for others and what you won't do for others. But a lot of people, if I stop on the street, why you some of you might think, why you always talk about value system? Because that covers everything. You don't need to get into chest match like some I had a friend. If I make this move, what he will do, what he will think. You don't need to do all that nonsense. Once you start loving yourself and becoming clear, how you go about in relationship, that means everything become very simple. You do this and that, and you won't tolerate this and that. You decide what you won't tolerate and what you will tolerate. And that will become very, very easy to navigate in relationship. You don't need to think what the person will do. Look, if one of your values will be, both of us have to be transparent. Transparent means phones accessible, bank accounts accessible if we live together, right? Everything has to be together. And nowadays is a bit dangerous, but then if you don't trust the person, why to live together, right? So you're setting, basically making clear for yourself what you want from relationship with this person. So you straight away, instead of going through the motions and in having sex and dining out and whatever, you getting to know that person straight away because you don't want to waste time. I've been accused, like I remember my English girlfriend said to me that I'm a mental terrorist, and and she was the one that disrespected me in a way, not talking, not listening, like I mentioned in previous videos. And when she tried to do pa pa pa, shut my mouth when I was speaking and sharing whatever I was saying. Um, but because I had self-respect, I said I will never tolerate that in my life. And I straight away stopped. And I said, look, sit down on the table here. We sit together. And as long until we can't speak freely about whatever issue is, here's the and come here's the problem, here's the solution. I would give where the problem, where's the solution. And as long we resolve it, you're not getting up from the table. I'm not gonna live a life because I'm a man and I set the tone for relationship. If something going wrong, I'm not gonna live with that. I'm not gonna tolerate someone not talking to me or showing a hoof to me. No, that's why self-love is crucial. That's why people behave like going in a hoof and not talking for days, or like one of my friends went with his wife. It was on a trip from the capital going back home. It's about 2 hour trip, and in middle of the trip, she wanted to go to McDonald's, and he suggested we come back and eat at home. She got upset. She didn't speak with him all that evening, and I think next day or whatever, a couple of days, she didn't speak with him. They've been in a relationship probably about 25 years. That's not the point. It was from day one when they met. She was difficult character, and continues up to this moment. But now they have weeks, even a week, maybe many days when they don't speak. They just do things around the house, but they don't speak. So everything boils down to that value system. Very, very clear, because that shows your self-love, self-care, and you never put your mental health at stake. That would be impacted in a negative way, and then you start suffering. That's why it's so important to get so clear. And that's why in every video, whatever we take, disrespect, infidelity, any life situation you want to take in relationship, or any life situation, when you have value system, when it comes to money, when it comes to friends, when it comes to relationship, I'm living by this. I'm telling you, all problems going away, apart from the ones that unexpected, something needs to be resolved, like maybe roof is leaking on the house or something. But when it comes to human behavior, it's very clear. You know exactly what you will put up with and what you won't put up with. And some of you might say, well, I know exactly as well. Well, I'm not saying that none of you, all of you don't know, but a lot of people don't know, because I can see from my past experiences in the factories when I used to work, in the church, even the pastor that teaches other people how to live, that is supposed to be a guide, how to live a happy life, but themselves struggling in relationship. That's why I'm telling you today, if you set your values right and you start loving yourself and you say, I will not tolerate that you would not be helpful in relationship. I will not tolerate if you will not care and you will not be sympathetic and you just go and watch football and don't care that I'm suffering. I had a girlfriend, Ukrainian. I came from the dentist. My cheek was swollen. I was dying out of pain because they nearly killed me in that chair. When I sat in a taxi, I said to the guy, I put my hand over my mouth. I said, my apologies, I can't talk to you because I'm in massive pain. I said, I've just been at the dentist and they pulled the tooth out, but they nearly killed me. He says, well, don't worry. When he says when they pulled my tooth out, they cracked the jaw in 3 places. So I felt better straight away. But no, it's just like when I came to her place where she worked. She says, can you cover your cheek, and that nobody would see that it's swollen? Sort of my face is deformed, so that nobody would think I'm like some kind of some kind of problems with me. And I got upset and I just walked out. I fell out with her. And that's why when you love yourself, you will never permit anything happening to you what not supposed to happen. She's my fiance. She should be, sympathetic and caring and whatever else she can do, to make ease off my pain. even just saying a nice comforting words. She didn't do that. She didn't care. But because I had self-love for myself, I took care of myself. And I said, this is not acceptable for me. And that's why I never married her. Because you see, a lot of people spend time making money, working on the body, which needs to work on the body, need to earn money as well, need to pay the bills and everything. But all these years I was listening, preaching, I was praying, and I was growing spiritually. And I'm telling you now, it's paying dividends. It's paying off the dividends. I'm living a peaceful life, and I don't allow anybody mess up with my head. I just cut them off and I walk away. If something that, in my value system as comes as a red flag, and the person like disrespects or does something that I will never tolerate in my life, I will say that it's not acceptable to me. And if a person says, I'm sincere, I apologize, I didn't know that this is very important to you, and they want to adapt and never do that atrocity again, so that's fine. Then you say, I understand that, that's fine, as long as it doesn't repeat itself, So that's why in relationship, when you have that, when you start loving yourself, so in your values gonna be one of your values, I will do exactly the same what you do to me. I will be loving, caring, giving, sympathetic. That's who I am. But I will not tolerate less than that what I'm giving out. Do you see the difference? You giving out, but you're not accepting anything less than that. They might say, oh, you're arrogant, you're narcissistic. No, we already read. It's not narcissistic. It's not arrogant. It's not vain. No, you're loving yourself. If you're giving quality, why you should receive something less? I already talked a million times in the videos, but everything boils down to that. If you learn value system, nothing else you need. Nobody will mess up with your life. You will love yourself. You will do things in life. You pursue your goals. You will be, whatever, if you choose to be in a relationship, it's going to be the right person. And the moment the person changes, you will exit relationship if they will not comply with your value system. That's what it means, self-love. You will not be afraid to lose that person because you know you can't live other way. You can't tolerate, somebody's insecurities and, crazy demands and being suspicious or jealous. Because in your value system, you will never tolerate jealousy without a reason. If you don't give a reason to a person to be jealous, and your partner is jealous as hell like my father was, you say, look, I did not give you a reason. Stop being jealous. If this continues, second, third time, and I will exit relationship. I will never be in relationship if you are so crazy jealous when I didn't give you even a slightest reason. Do you see the difference, what I mean? So I wish you good luck and learn from my other videos how to set the value system that you could go by that in, at work, relationship. Because again, I remember what happened to me at work when I was bullied by management. And one day I got so sick because I said I had enough. I had almost mental breakdown. I actually almost, I had to ring emergency services and, cry my eyes out and ask for help, and didn't get any help. But I also wanted to check how good they are. But one day I put the suit on and I said, that's it. I'm going to talk to them the way I feel like. And I put them on their toes. And they didn't have an answer. And from that moment, my life has changed. I started to love myself, not only in relationship, that I would not accept anything less what I give out. If I'm sympathetic, I want sympathy back. If I'm caring, I want care that she would be caring as well. If I'm giving, I want her to be also generous. So, but when it came to work, for many years I was afraid to lose the job, and many of you probably afraid to lose the job. But I used to work very hard at work. One of the best workers I used to be, because I would put maximum effort to produce and work for the company. That every time I leave factory, I used to go home happy because I knew I left. I gave, my best. I worked hard. I produced a lot, and everybody management was happy until I ignited some issues. So when I learned how to talk with management through pain and many years of suffering, when I lost my temper and I said, that's it, enough. I'm ready to lose that job. It doesn't matter even if it affects my mortgage at that time for my house. I'm going to put them on their toes. And I did. And from that moment, my life changed. I will never, ever was bullied again after that. So learn your value system. Start loving yourself and know exactly what you will tolerate and what you won't, what you will do, what you won't do. Be nice, be kind, be caring, but also not at the stake of your mental health or your physical health or your financial loss. Do you understand what I mean? I wish you all the best, and I wish you that you would live a happy, confident, self-loving life, because anybody that will be around you, they will be very happy for you, and they will be happy because you will be a good friend, you will be caring friend, and everything will go well with you. Sometimes people will accuse you of being this and that, but don't care about them. Don't think about them much. Live your life on your terms. Good luck.